Welcome back to another episode of Redesigning League Champions. In my last video, which was literally a month ago, I asked you guys to vote which champion you'd like to see in this video, and just when I thought SHYVANA was leading and already started working on her, the poll results changed and I got into a little bit of a dilemma. But I decided to stick with SHYVANA anyway because Caitlyn has a pretty much likable design and SHYVANA is not too popular. I also want to thank everyone for the positive feedback on my last two Kaisa videos, and we also reached 100 subs recently, so thanks everyone for sticking around. Without further ado, here's my redesign of SHYVANA, the ever-famous half-dragon lady, which everybody builds AP jungle, but whenever I build that, I get called a rotten, dirty mutter. So the first thing I did was redesign the horns and gave them more of an interesting spiky design that would resemble your everyday dragon more. I wanted to just focus on improving the aesthetics of SHYVANA's original design while keeping her original abilities. Thus, I kept the general look and feel of SHYVANA's design without butchering her too much, just so I don't get any SHYVANA mains angry. Who knows, if you guys liked the video, maybe it can give Riot a hint on the next champion they should focus on. I thought about what seemed a bit lackluster in her existing design, and I found that I could change the gauntlets to be, instead of a half dragon head, into a full dragon head with both on the upper and lower side to have fangs. The most challenging part about designing a character like SHYVANA is keeping in mind her dragon form. I had to adapt any changes on her human form to her dragon form. Otherwise, if there were vast differences between them, there wouldn't be much correlation and it wouldn't seem like it is the same character. I guess the main part of her design would be the armor. I was trying to change her armor in a way that it looks more like something that can actually change form, and it doesn't look like typical Demacian armor with shoulder plates like Garen's. I figured it'd be cool to make SHYVANA more feral or reptilian-like, even in her human form, so I added an unnecessary amount of talons and spikes on the joints and along her back. I wanted to amp up the headpiece somehow, so I added a crystal in the middle. Don't ask me what it's for, I have no idea, it just looked cool. For the braid that transforms into the tail, I pretty much wanted to leave it as it is. I like the idea of the hair being super long, that it looks like a tail, and I wanted it to stay uncovered with no armor whatsoever. Now, considering I don't want to bore you all with the sketching and I want to go to the coloring part, which I believe is a lot more fun to you guys, we're gonna fast forward a little bit.
One eternity later.
Okay, that's enough. And here we go. So after sketching out all this line art comes the part that I love and hate the most at the same time, because when I reach the coloring part, I realize how vastly different the original idea in my head looks compared to the monstrosity I whipped up while actually drawing it. Now, I wanted to preserve SHYVANA's original color palette, but I had to make adjustments for certain elements. For example, I had to lose the Demacian-like gold rims on her armor because it looked super awkward on my design, so I changed them to some darker metal-like metal thing. I wanted to color the horns in a brown-like color to look like actual horns, so that when she's in her dragon form, it looks like it's actually part of her head. As I'm recording this, I've still yet to figure out the colors of her dragon form, so in case you think the dragon right now looks super awkward, that's why. That's pretty much the gist of it all. Don't want to bore you too much, so let's just get on with the final piece, shall we? If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I don't have much planned for my next video. I will probably look into already existing suggestions for champion redesigns in the comments of my previous videos or on my Twitter. You can even type in the comments below if you have any champions you'd like to see redesigned in my videos. You can check the full artwork from this video linked below on my ArtStation and Twitter. I stream on Twitch, so if you want to follow me there or on my other social media, links are below, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.